Hi climbers, Mozilla here. Welcome. Over the past 2 weeks, we have done the essential foundational work for our expedition. First, we engaged the head, reframing boundaries as the strategic perimeter of your base camp. You have the logical map. Then, we built the emotional fuel by journeying into the heart, connecting with the inner compass and finding the courage to stand by that map. What we did here was learn to choose integrity over guilt. But now we arrive at the ledge, the moment of truth. The point where you have to take all that internal work, the logic and the courage, and translate it into external communication. You have to open your mouth and speak the words. This is the work of the hands, action. And for many of us, this is the scariest part. What do I actually say? We often freeze because we think we need a perfect, eloquent, and lengthy explanation for our boundary. We rehearse dramatic speeches in our head. The truth is, the most effective boundary language is the simplest. It should be clear, kind, and firm. Today, I'm giving you a toolkit of scripts. Think of these as the holes you can grab onto when you're on the ledge. They are simple, repeatable, and powerful. So let's break them down into 3 common scenarios. Scenario 1, the direct no to a new request. This is for when you are asked to take on something new, a project, a committee, a favor that you know is outside your perimeter. The key here is not to over-explain. Over-explaining sounds like you're trying to convince yourself as much as the other person. Here's your toolkit. Number 1, the gracious decline. Number 2, the simple truth. And number 3, the kind, short no. So now let's go over the gracious decline. Here it is. Thank you so much for thinking of me for this. I don't have the capacity to give it the attention it deserves right now. All right? So the next one, the simple truth. That sounds like a wonderful opportunity, but my focus is committed elsewhere at this moment. Number 3, the kind, short no. I appreciate you asking, but I'll have to pass this time. Notice what's missing? A long apology or a complicated excuse. You are not required to justify the perimeter of your base camp. You are only required to communicate it. Now here's scenario 2, the yes and renegotiation. Sometimes a request is legitimate, but the terms of it breach your perimeter. A colleague needs your help, but they've asked for it at 5 p.m. on a Friday, or a client has a request, but the deadline is unrealistic. Your job here is to say a flat no, but to protect your perimeter while still collaborating. So now here's your toolkit. And there are 3. The yes and timing shift, the yes and scope clarification, and the yes and channel management. So now we start at the yes and the timing shift. Sounds something like this. I'm happy to help with that. I can't get to it today, but I can block out time for it first thing Tuesday morning. Would that work? Next one. The yes and scope clarification. This is an important project. To do it well, I'll need to deprioritize X and Y. Can we agree that those will be on hold while I focus on this? And the third one, the yes and channel management. I'd love to give this my full attention. Could you please send the details over in an email so I can review it during my project planning time? I can't do it justice in a quick hallway conversation. What you've just heard is the art of the integrated boundary. You are not a wall. You are a skilled guide redirecting the path to ensure the expedition's safety. So now here is scenario 3. Holding the line when pushed. This one is an advanced skill. You've set a boundary and the other person pushes back. They question it, express disappointment, or try to negotiate it. Your only job here is to remain calm and repeat your boundary. Channel the mountain. You don't have to get louder. You just have to stay put. Here's your toolkit. The calm repetition, the empathetic reassurance, and the third one, the broken record. So let's start with the calm repetition. When they say, "Are you sure it'll only take an hour?" you say, "I understand. And as I said, I don't have the capacity right now." So now here's the empathetic reassurance. If they say, "I was really counting on you," you say, "I hear that, and I know this is frustrating. I wish I could help, but I have to stick to my current commitments." And now the third one, the broken record. No matter what they say, your core message remains the same. "I understand, but my answer is no. I hear your point, but I'm not able to." The power is in the calm, quiet repetition. You are not entering a debate. You are simply holding the perimeter, your perimeter. Your mission this week is to choose one script, just one. Write it down, put it on a sticky note, and look for one low-stakes opportunity to use it. Practice on the small rocks before you try to scale the cliff face. You have the map, you have the compass, and now you have the words. You are ready. Next week, we bring it all together, head, heart, and hands, to solidify your new way of operating. And until then, stay the course and climb on.